Here we go. Rishi Sunak it is. He is Tory leader, soon to be Prime Minister, but I'm nailing my colours to the mast immediately. I think this is wholly undemocratic. Nobody voted for Rishi. In fact, Tory Party members actually voted against him. He helped throw Boris Johnson under the bus. He's our youngest Prime Minister, or soon will be anyway. He's only been around the Commons for about 6 years, so he's greener than a summer lawn. There has to be a general election, doesn't there? Maybe I'm wrong. Get in touch. We live in a democracy, and what's happening now does not appear to be massively democratic. GBViews at GBnews.uk. They got rid of Boris over morals. They sacked Truss because she'd have lost the election. Where is the morality in keeping Rishi in? Because if there was a vote, he would lose. Can Rishi win the Red Wall? Is he too rich to rule? Is it significant that he's the first ethnic minority Prime Minister? Can the Conservative Party unite behind him? There is so much to get stuck into today, people. I've got Red Wall MPs, Brexiteers, Labour MPs, Lib Dems, a lot of them. You can't move for them on today's show. But I have to hear from you on those questions above. We are the People's Channel, and as yet, the people haven't chosen our new leader. General election, anyone? GBViews at GBnews.uk. Get them flying in. But now it's time for Darren McCaffrey, our political editor, stomping the pavement outside Downing Street. Darren, another big day.
Yeah, really big day. Here we are on the verge of our third Prime Minister, Patrick, in the space of 2 months. Quite incredible, isn't it? Rishi Sunak will move into Downing Street, we think, on the current timetable, tomorrow, not this afternoon. The King is currently travelling back from Sandringham to Buckingham Palace, but we believe there are no plans for him to meet either Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak today. The latest we're hearing, not confirmed, and negotiations are continuing, is that we're expecting the transition to happen after Liz Truss's final cabinet meeting tomorrow morning. So the thought process is, Patrick, that this will all happen, i.e. Rishi Sunak, the new Conservative leader, will become the new Prime Minister tomorrow mid-morning. He has just been addressing Conservative MPs, though, in the House of Commons, in which he said that we have one chance to unite or die. He said that this was an existential threat to the Conservative Party, that they needed to get this right, they didn't have another chance at it, that he is keen to form a broad government, and there's been much discussion about who could be in and outside that cabinet, a sense that he is going to have to include many of those politicians who frankly do not want to see him as Prime Minister, those that supported Boris Johnson, people maybe like James Cleverly, the current Foreign Secretary. Could, for example, Jacob Rees-Mogg also still have a position in the Cabinet? I suspect that may well be the case. And he said, well, he could see the attraction of Liz Truss's message on growth and low taxes, that it needed to be credible. And his argument is that, of course, they need to make some very difficult decisions in the weeks and months to come. We're still expecting that midterm fiscal event from Jeremy Hunt, who will probably remain as Chancellor maybe next Monday, though it could get shifted back a little bit. But yes, we are here in this historic moment. It's the first time since 1868 that we've had 3 Prime Ministers in 1 year, but this is the first time we will have had a non-white Prime Minister to lead the country, the youngest Prime Minister, as you say, in just over 200 years, and potentially the wealthiest ever Prime Minister. We've broken a lot of history records, Patrick, haven't we, in the last couple of weeks?
We have.
It looks like probably tomorrow we will do it all over again.
Yeah, we have. Darren, thank you very much. I believe that you should be stood in front of a revolving door there, really. Darren McCaffrey, our political editor. Throughout the course of this show, we are the People's Channel. I want to hear from you, the people. We do news a bit differently here at GB News, and I'm certainly not sorry for that. But how do you, as the people, feel that the people have not had a say on our new Prime Minister? OK, it's easy to say, well, Liz Truss didn't face an election. No, but at least Tory Party members had a say on it. Nobody has had a say on Rishi Sunak, apart from, you could argue, those Tory Party members who said, jog on, Rishi, we don't fancy you. Is it general election time? GBViews at GBnews.uk.